The continuing financial crisis poses challenges for many Americans, but for individuals who receive a structured settlement or annuity or payments from an insurance company, there are more options available to them than they may realize.
There is no doubt that my need for medical help, even my need to wait 2 months before the settlement worked, was something that was leaving me vulnerable. And I do feel that other companies took advantage of my vulnerability.
When faced with financial stress, knowing all your options is the first step to achieving financial freedom.
Structured settlements are tools used in settling personal injury lawsuits or claims. And so through a structured settlement, someone receives payments for their damages over time instead of receiving them all at once. But something unforeseen occurs, something no one could plan for at the settlement table. And when time comes where they need to, they can sell part or all of their future payments for a lump sum of cash.
Actually, I had been waiting for a year, trying to get help for my medical condition. I was hoping that the doctors would help me. I was hoping that insurance would kick in. I was hoping I could save the money. But after waiting over a year, there was just nothing else I could do. I had to go to those settlements.
For many people, not having to wait for their payments and being able to use their money now can make a big difference in their quality of life.
Well, a lot of people are facing very large medical bills. You know, these people who receive these settlements, they're always involved in some kind of tragedy or accident. So these medical bills, they can kind of stack up. The way their payments are set up doesn't really fit the way they're billed. So when needs come up, they're faced with this tough situation. So what we do is we help them get a lump sum of cash.
The money was needed earlier, unexpectedly. And in some ways, I kind of feel my mother left that money just for that purpose, in case I needed to save my own life.
People don't realize, one, that they can sell their structured settlement payments. They're not sure how they can sell it or who they should sell it to, and is the company that they'd sell it to trustworthy and can get the transaction done for them. And lastly, they're not sure of all the options that a reputable firm can offer them and the way that they can make that purchase match their lifestyle.
You know, they think that these payments are set up in a way that is written in stone. And basically what we can do is change that for them. You know, we can work with these payments they have coming over time to get them a large lump sum of cash now. And what that does is open up a lot of possibilities for them and gives them options to overcome, you know, the struggles they have in their life right now.
I did not have to cash in all of my payments, absolutely not. I'm able to save something for my future, and that's important to me. It's not just that I have the money, it's what I want to use the money for.
Every circumstance is unique, and it's important to know that there are legal safeguards in place to protect consumers and to ensure that selling all or part of their settlement payments is in their best interest.
When you sell your future payments, it's done according to a state law, which means that the person has to go to court. And a judge will decide if the sale is in their best interest or not, taking into account the welfare and support of any dependents. That is the number one safeguard for people in these transactions. No transaction to sell your future structured settlement payments can be done today without a court approval. The judge is the gatekeeper who will make sure this is the best, in the best interest of the person selling, taking into account the welfare of the dependents.
I had waited over a year for the operation, but with that money, in 3 days, I was sitting in the hospital with a great doctor who was waiting for me to get the money. We were both waiting. And then the operation was done. He met me the next day and said, "Miss Taylor, you're all right."
That's the only reason J.G. Wentworth exists, is to serve customers. And so we want to make sure that what we tell them is what's really going to happen at the end of the transaction, that they're thrilled to have, you know, at the end of it, they're happy about the result. I think the best evidence for that is most customers do more than one transaction with us.
My life is complete. I have a future. That's the question of how long will you live? What will you be able to do for your family? What's your purpose in life? I can answer all those questions because I have a life. I've made a future. I have a career again. Yeah. I used what I needed, and I can save the rest for my family later.
So if you need your money now, don't wait. Call J.G. Wentworth. It's your money. Use it when you need it. Visit us on the web at jgwentworth.com or call 877-CASH-NOW.